Hi everyone, welcome back. If you care about justice, freedom, and the future of Nigeria, you have to watch this video all the way through because the next few days will be crucial. June 13, 2025, that is the day when the world's eyes will be on the courtroom where Nnamdi Kanu's fate will be decided. But here is the chilly part. Nnamdi Kanu's own sister, Chinwe Kanu, has publicly cried out warning the world that they are planning something dangerous. What does she mean? What's really going on behind the scene? Why is the government silent about its head? And why is the Department of State Service (DSS) refusing to be transparent? If you don't understand this, you won't understand what June 13 really means, not just for Kanu, but for every Nigerian who believes in freedom. So stick with me until the end of this video because I will share facts, unseen details, and what to expect that no one is talking about yet. And before we dive in, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's start with the strangest things about this case. Right now, silence. Normally, before any major trial, especially one that has captured global attention like Kanu's, the world would be flooded of information. Court days are announced, medical updates are released if health is an issue, lawyers file motions and statements, the government communicates with the press. But here, nothing. As of June 9, 2025, there have been no new court filings, no health reports, no statements from the DSS or government officials regarding Kanu's condition or trial preparation. The official silence is defining. Now, why does this matter? Because silence in case like this is not neutral. It is a signal. It tells us that there is something going on behind closed doors that they do not want the public to know. This weekend, Chinwe Kanu broke her silence in a rare public interview. She spoke with raw emotion and telling the world they are planning something dangerous. I haven't been able to reach my brother for days. The DSS is cutting off all communication. They are hiding his true health condition from us. Our word sent a shockwave. This isn't just about a trial. This is about a man's life, isolated, in danger, and possibly worsening off than anyone's known. She fears that the government may be preparing to use Kanu's condition to justify delaying the trial or worse, harm him quietly. When a family member raises this kind of alarm, it is time for all of us to listen and to act. If you are shocked by this, smash that like button. Share this video right now. We need to spread Chinwe's warning far and wide before June 13. To understand the danger, you have to understand the DSS rule. For years, the DSS have controlled Kanu's detention, and their record is one of delays, denials, and deference. Remember the landmark Ecowas Community Court of Justice ruling in 2024. The court ordered the Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu immediately, calling his detention illegal. But the government ignored the ruling. The DSS refused to release him, continued to hold him. Since then, the DSS has constantly denied Kanu access to lawyers, delayed or refused medical treatment, postponed court hearing without explanation, restricted family visits and communication. This pattern shows the DSS is not interested in justice. They want control and silence. When a government defies an international court and keeps a man hiding in the shadows, it is not justice, it is power play. The stay of June 13. So why is June 13 so important? Because this is the day Kanu's next court appearance is scheduled. It could be the day he is finally produced before the court or the day the DSS makes a dangerous move. If the government produces Kanu and allow a fair trial, it will mark a step forward for justice. But if the DSS refuses to produce him again, or worse claim he is too sick without proof, it will send a message that the government is above the law. June 13 could be turning point, not just for Kanu, but for the Nigerian justice system. Imagine June 13 comes and goes. Kanu is not in court. The DSS claim health reason. What would that mean for his supporters, for Nigerians demanding accountability? Will we accept silence, delay, or will we accept silence, delay, or will we rise and demand justice? Subscribe now and turn on notification. I'll be live on June 13th with real-time updates you can't get anywhere else. Why Kanu's trial is more than just legal. Nnamdi Kanu's trial is not just about one man. It is about power, identity, and control in Nigeria. Kanu is the leader of IPOB, a movement that has challenged Nigeria's unity and called for self-determination for the Igbo people. That is why this trial is so explosive politically. The Nigerian government fears what Kanu represents a symbol of resistance and hope for millions who feel marginalized. Holding him without transparency isn't just law enforcement, it is warning to anyone who dare question the status quo. The government silence aren't just about Kanu's head, they are about sending a message to the entire nation. Kanu's trial is a battle for Nigeria's soul, and June 13 may decide which side wins. In December 2024, the Ecowas Community Court of Justice made a historic ruling Nnamdi Kanu's detention was illegal and he must be released immediately. Ecowas is the economic community of West Africa states, a regional body that oversees human rights and the rules of law in West Africa. This ruling wasn't just a slap on the wrist, it was a clear legal command. But the Nigerian government ignored it. Why? Because Kanu case touched on sensitive political nerves. The ECOWAS ruling means Nigeria is in violation of regional law and human rights standards. Ignoring this order damaged Nigeria's reputation globally and raises questions about its commitment to justice. On June 13, will the Nigeria court respect the ECOWAS ruling, or will the government continue to delay justice, risking diplomatic fallout? If you want to see justice served and Nigeria held accountable, comment below. Justice for Kanu, no more silence. The family struggle, voices behind the headline. Behind every headline, there is a family waiting, hoping, and fearing. Chinwe Kanu has been the public voice for her brother's family, speaking out when others won't. She has described how the family has been denied basic information about Nnamdi's condition. He has also revealed the emotional toll. We don't know if he is alive or he is receiving treatment. It is a nightmare. We just want transparency and fairness. The family fight is also a fight for human dignity. Their story reminds us that behind political battles, there are real people, people who deserve respect, truth, and justice. When families cry out for justice, the world must listen. The lawyers battle fighting against odds. Nnamdi Kanu's legal team has faced roadblocks from the start. They have struggled to gain access to him, to present evidence, and to prepare a defense. The DSS has delayed hearings repeatedly. Lawyers have publicly accused the government of stonewalling justice. Despite these orders, the legal teams remain determined. They are preparing for June 13, hoping to finally bring Kanu before the court in a transparent manner. Will the legal team be allowed to do their job on June 13, or will the DSS block them again? What to expect on June 13? The possible scenario. Here is what could happen. Kanu is produced in court, earth verified, and the trial proceed fairly. This will be a win for justice and the family, and a test for Nigeria judiciary. Kanu is not produced, DSS claim earth issue, but gives no proof. This will likely anger supporters and international observers, possibly sparking protests and further legal action. A last-minute delay or postpone without clear reason. This will raise suspicions about the government's intention and prolong uncertainty. Whatever happens on June 13 will be crucial. Make sure you subscribe with notifications on. I'll be covering every twist live so you won't miss a moment. Kanu's trial isn't just about him, it is about the future of rule of law in Nigeria. If the government can ignore court rulings, detain people without transparency and control information, what does that mean for every Nigerian? The June 13 trial could set a precedent for how justice is handled in publicly sensitive cases. That is why the world must watch closely. In just a few days, everything could change for better or worse. Will justice finally see the light? or will the darkness fall on Nigeria courts again? Stay tuned.